According to U.S. President Donald Trump, the negotiation process aimed at ending the fighting is nearing completion. He claims that all major points have been agreed upon, with only details remaining. Trump shared this in a post on the social network Truth Social. According to him, a high-level meeting is expected soon, which should bring the war to an end.
Most of the major points are agreed to. Stop the bloodshed now. We will be wherever it's necessary to help facilitate the end to this cruel and senseless war. Donald Trump, President of the United States, on Truth Social.
Peace in Ukraine is impossible without security guarantees, and Kyiv expects them to be as strong as those provided to Israel. This was stated by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. The country must be protected on land, in the air, and at sea. To achieve this, Ukraine needs to strengthen its air defense. Patriot missile systems are critical, as Russia continues its missile and drone attacks on Ukrainian cities. Additionally, according to Zelenskyy, the presence of European military contingents would serve as a security guarantee, a deployment that would require U.S. support.
We are working on building the infrastructure for security guarantees. Even where there are European forces, we are talking about a U.S. backstop. I know that the United States does not view this very positively, so we are discussing intelligence cooperation, cyber defense, and above all, Patriot air defense systems.
Ukraine insists on 3 fundamental principles for ending the war. This was emphasized by the spokesperson for Ukraine's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, UATV. According to him, these principles have already been repeatedly voiced during negotiations and should not come as a surprise. Most media reports about so-called peace plans do not reflect reality, he added.
First, Ukraine will never recognize any part of its territory as Russian. Second, Ukraine will never agree to any restrictions on its armed forces, defense capabilities or military assistance from its partners. And third, no country will have veto power over Ukraine's choice of alliances and partnerships.
7 European countries have urged the U.S. President and Congress not to fall for Russia's blackmail and deception, and have labeled Vladimir Putin a war criminal. The chairs of the Foreign Affairs Committees of the parliaments of the Baltic states, France, the Czech Republic, the United Kingdom, and Ukraine issued a joint statement stressing the need to reject any compromises regarding Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity.
The chairs of Foreign Affairs Committees call upon the United States and other NATO members to admit Ukraine into NATO without delay, and urge the EU member states to accelerate Ukraine's accession to the European Union. We must not repeat the mistakes of Munich in 1938. Negotiating with the war criminal Putin is evidently futile. His main objective is to undermine and humiliate our ally, the United States. From the official statement on the website of the Estonian Parliament.
The statement was endorsed by the chairs of the Foreign Affairs Committees of the parliaments of Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, France, the Czech Republic, Ukraine, and the United Kingdom. The adoption of this document confirms that the entire civilized world stands for Ukraine's independence and sovereignty. Without sustained pressure on Russia and the imposition of sanctions, the aggressor will only strengthen its influence. Reported by Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.